Built in the 18th century by a proud Spanish family, this pazo still holds their legacy. Painted ceilings, heraldic stonework, and an unfathomable amount of artwork throughout the house. But behind the elegance lies the story of a family whose fortunes were made in wine and whose heirs slowly disappeared, leaving the palace abandoned with all its treasures inside. This region was once defined by vineyards. Families like the one who built this palace grew wealthy from the wine trade, their names tied to the land and to the church. Their homes weren't just places to live, they were symbols of power, where business, faith, and community life all intersected. But history changed. Inheritance splits, emigration, and the decline of rural estates chipped away at families like these. Many heirs crossed the ocean to Cuba or Argentina, sending letters back home but never returning to live here. Others simply abandoned the upkeep of properties too large to maintain. And so, like countless other noble homes in Spain, this palace fell silent. What could have led a family to walk away and leave all this behind? 37 degrees today in Spain.
Oh yeah.
We're still exploring, still going hard. But I'm regretting this. Ricardo's with us.
It's really hot.
Luke is with us. And we're gonna try a insane palace, but we are not sure if there's an alarm inside.
Might be.
Let's try this out.
Let's try it.
Okay, so this is the gate.
It's open? Or is just me?
No, there's a lock on it. Okay, I think I have a branch here that I can stand on. It's quite convenient. Watch out, man. Watch out. Hey, good. Let's go. Ooh, it's cold inside. That's nice.
It would be doable if we had a ladder.
Yeah, but a ladder, it's definitely doable. Maybe Ricardo found something.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wow, this feels sketchy.
Uh-huh.
Dit is echt wel heel insane. No.
Okay, this part does not have sensors.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
Throughout Spain and across much of Europe, noble families eventually lost their wealth and position. For centuries, their power was built on land, royal connections, and inherited privilege. But over time, this system began to break apart. Wars and political upheaval weakened their hold. Revolutions challenged their rights, and new industries shifted wealth into the hands of merchants and financiers. By the 19th and 20th centuries, many noble households could no longer sustain the vast expanses of their estate, and their fortunes slowly dwindled. The family of Despalos followed the same path. Once tied to the Portuguese crown, They lived at the center of politics and ceremony, but political unrest, high debt, and the pressure of maintaining a royal residence proved too great. Their decline mirrors the fate of countless noble houses, and it is the reason why today we encounter so many abandoned castles and palaces across Europe. We made it inside the place, but it's completely abandoned. The house is falling apart, but as you saw, somebody is definitely taking care of the animals in the fields, and we don't really want to get caught in here, so we're gonna still make a video about it. It's gonna be a little bit quicker than usual. I've done a little bit of research about this place, and it's actually a super old palace. It's 300 years old at this point. And we're standing right now in the main entrance hall of the place, on the lower floor. We just tested the door as well. Oh, yeah, it's a typical Spanish palace, and it's your first Spanish palace, right?
Yeah, it is. It seems very clean, but I'm guessing it's not the standard.
No, that's definitely not the standard. But this is the standard. Always when you come into Spanish palaces, you have these beautiful benches in the entrance hall, and that's to welcome the guests and sit them down over here. Hey.
Yeah, I saw, it feels so out of the place, Twilight Zone pinball machine. Do you know Twilight Zone?
I don't know Twilight Zone.
It's a TV show from, I believe, the 60s or even older.
Wow, and it's still standing here. I would love to play a game, but we have no time. We have to film a video.
Yes.
This item here in the entrance hall, it's amazing. It's a wind-up organ, I think it is, right?
It's kind of hard to say. We cannot open it, but...
I'm also not going to wind it up because that will make too much noise. This maybe?
Yeah, here you do.
You see the snares. You see the hammers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of a piano. Oh, and you also see the scroll over there with all the pins on it. Oh yeah. It's definitely some sort of a music box, a music machine. Yeah, we have those in the Netherlands a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we go up the staircase, let's go to this side of the building first. Where the basement, this was mainly used as the basement, as you can see. We got a couple of nice tables in here and nice chairs. And one thing I noticed that is also upstairs is the V.
Yeah, and the window on the glass was also the V.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do a lot of research yet. Yeah, the V on the chairs, the V upstairs, definitely the family symbol of this place. And these people, they made their money with wine. They had a massive wine business. As you can see, they had all the luxuries that one of those Spanish palaces needed to have. This is a beautiful billiards room. And here, after a long day of work, they would relax.
Play some pool.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is not a pool table, it's a billiards room.
This is a billiards table, yeah. Hey, there's a couple of pictures over there. Those are most definitely the former owners. 1932. Oh, that's right before the Spanish Civil War. And I also read in the history that this place had some troubles during the Spanish War.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And the lady. But this family also has a lot of family disputes going on. It got splintered over the years. And that's one of the reasons why this place is in the state that it is today. I love this cue holder over here. Look.
Yeah.
That's an amazing feature.
Yeah, it's pretty extravagant, but
yeah,
very elegant nonetheless.
It's awesome. Another picture of a lovely lady over here as well. That's a weird door.
Oh, whoa.
Eh? Oh, it's just a storage room, but it's a very, very interesting door.
So I'm gonna have a quick peek.
Yeah, have a quick peek.
Yeah, we haven't seen this room yet.
No.
It is just a storage room, like you said.
Some bicycles.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody's been in here for a long time. We just walked through spider webs. Okay.
And in the other room, there are just some beds.
Yeah.
Also do a quick pan.
Oh. So then you have all seen the basement. Oh, already a couple of beds in here.
Yeah.
So, enough with the basement. Let's go the upper floors of this place.
Yes. But first, let's have a look at their family crest.
we still haven't talked about it yet. You can see the family crest over here, and it's a very important one because has elements of a castle, a knight's helmet, swords, scallops, and other different things. And you were only allowed to put a helmet of a knight on there if you had fought an important battle and were crowned, for example.
For bravery as
Bravery,
well, right?
yeah. And then they gave you a noble title afterwards. And the castle in here means that this family used to own fortresses and castles and also big plots of lands and regions around Spain. So they definitely were a very important family throughout the centuries.
And the scallops are tied into fate, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, really
So
cool.
the house that we are standing in is very, very significant. And the family as well. It's now mostly splintered. Back in the time, they were something. So I'm super excited because this staircase is so beautiful. Look at this. Wow. This must be one of the most beautiful ones you've seen so far, right?
Yeah. Thick beams of wood. Yeah. It's amazing.
Wow. And then they have the vases over here. But again, crests on there. Wow. There's even some plants still, yeah, but these are the plants that can last a super long time.
Under the dried plants.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look. Here we have another crest with a castle in there, an eagle, dogs. So these are different crests as well.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me to have these many types of crests. Well, why is that?
I've seen houses throughout the years with dozens of crests in them, and it's mostly like noble families marrying each other to expand their territory and gain more control over certain parts of a country. And then they would conjoin their crests, or they would then put them together, or they would put them separately. And sometimes you have houses with, I even saw a house with like 30 crests. I'll link it up here. It's really cool. It's in Portugal, not in Spain. Wow. Look at that painting, look.
Yeah.
My God. That's a religious painting.
Yeah, definitely. It's Jesus, right?
Yeah, Jesus with a child. I've never seen such a big painting in an abandoned place before. This is the biggest one I've ever seen.
Really?
Honestly.
It's beautiful.
Might be like almost someone that's bigger, but definitely in top 3 or something like that. Yeah. It's really, really beautiful. And the bench underneath there. And the entrance hall here, in general, it's just a piece of art. Wow, have you seen that clock above here?
Oh, right. Yeah, I did see it. Just walked right past it.
It's awesome. Wow. And then the hall tree underneath.
Yeah, this is a big hall tree.
Damn, I cannot believe that we're standing in this place, and I'm so stressed about it and everything.
Yeah.
This is a very Spanish thing that you see over here. They have these curtains above the windows all the time. And I think it's maybe for sunlight in the evening, or just a design feature in general.
Must be a design feature, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't go all the way down to block the sun.
It's definitely not to block out the sun now. Okay, let's head over here into the house.
Oh, I want to have a look at this one.
You know what that reminds me of?
Of a nautilus.
Yeah. But
wait, was that really what you're thinking?
Yeah, it was like a bomb, a mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a crown on top.
Yeah.
It shows the nobility of the family again.
Very interesting piece.
I love that we have the same mind. This room is absolutely insane. This was the big dining area of the place. The table used to be in the middle here. Now host lavish parties, probably with the most extravagant dinners over here for all their noble friends and family. Oh, that's a nice, nice place. Let's look at these chairs. Maybe they also have the family crest in there. I mean, they're less fancy than the one downstairs.
Yeah, but they do have a V in there.
Yeah.
Or this is LV, I believe.
I think LV, so it's again a merger between families.
Yeah.
And a crown as well. Wonderful. And that chandelier is also quite unique in here.
Yeah, pretty low as well.
Yeah. And then on the window there, we have again the V of the family coming back. Just a single V though. Wow. And I think one of my favorite features in this room is by far the fireplace.
Yeah, this is a massive piece as well, with great carvings. Would you call it carvings if it's in stone?
Stonework, I would maybe say, but carving is a good word for it. I was looking what kind of stone it is, but it looks like some sort of a marble. Wow. Probably as old as the house itself.
Oh, that's oh.
I think there's also a V in there.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I don't think so, no.
I think that's just the company thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You're good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Come on. Let's show the place. Yeah, you can see all the plasterwork up here is starting to fall down and starting to deteriorate, unfortunately. We have the cabinet over here full with all the plates they used to serve those lavish dinner parties with.
How would you even reach some of those plates?
I think you need a little stairs to go
probably.
up, a little ladder to grab some of those. Yeah, look, if I had the opportunity to join one of these parties, I would give money for it.
Definitely.
And what do we have here on this side? It's hot in here.
Oh, here it is hot.
Yeah, it's 37 degrees today in Spain. It's one of the hottest days in the year so far, and we're having a heat wave, and then we decide to explore.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it on Tuesday in some part in Spain it's 47 degrees?
Yes, so it's going to be in Sevilla. On Tuesday it's 47. I think it's almost one of the highest temperatures ever recorded, probably on Tuesday.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite desks. We have not encountered one yet during our explorations, but this is a traditional secretary desk, and I think it's a beginning of the 19th century one. And the funny part about it is I always like to open these drawers, and in some of them you sometimes can find hidden compartments.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So for example, if you go in the back here, you could sometimes pull out something and then find like a compartment where they would put their jewelry or some important documents or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely show these people here on the wall.
Didn't even notice.
They're definitely part of this family. Wow. I'm also looking here at the walls as well, and they have frescoes on them.
Yeah. I also noticed in the other room, the ceiling also had, and this also has some faded drawings on there, this ceiling.
Must have been beautiful back in the time.
Yeah.
They haven't taken care of this place at all.
No.
I do think that they might want to restore it at some point, but yeah. That over there is most likely a very important figure.
Yeah, centerpiece.
Is there anything written over here?
The fresco around the painting, the drawing, photo, I mean.
That's awesome, right? He looks like an interesting man.
Yeah.
I want to have a night with him, just talking about everything. Yeah. And I think, this room. Oh, you seeing it again?
Marble.
I see Luke pointing there in the side of the room, and he seeks the fake marble again.
I saw the painted marble again.
Yeah.
This one's nice.
It's very well done. From a distance, from looking from here, it looks completely good.
Yeah.
Now on this side, we have another sitting area.
Oh, did you see the mirror with the golden?
Wow. Okay, gold burnishing around there. Oh.
Whoa.
And of course, Jesus Christ, not to miss.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is a bunch of furniture down here that's been stacked here, and I think they're trying to preserve it.
Oh, yeah.
Looks quite nice. Beautiful upholstered chairs and everything.
And this is typically Spanish, right? This kind of chair.
Oh, French, Spanish, I would say.
French, Spanish?
Yeah, it definitely has influence from both, but I mean, the design elements on the chairs look very Spanish. Yeah.
I also want to point out the carving on this cabinet.
Oh, wow.
Also really pretty. Termites have gotten to it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But amazing piece nonetheless.
Amazing. Okay, let's go to that side.
Yes.
I'm really starting to like this place, and we have only covered around 20 to 30% of it. So with the best rooms are still to come, to my personal opinion.
Yes.
What is this room? I think it used to be some sort of a big living space.
Yeah, I
But
think
they
so
have
too.
moved all the furniture to the side though.
Yeah.
Probably because of the leak in the ceiling.
Oh, right.
Damn, it's completely leaking through. That's a very sad reality. Probably they wanted to protect the furniture.
Yeah.
Let's have a look around the room.
Let's go.
I mean, the pieces
here.
of furniture in here are so incredible. Looks super fragile even. Is that an eel?
Yeah, it looks like something like that.
Yeah. Wow. And then the salon next to it. And yeah, everywhere throughout this house we have beautiful paintings. And this one, let me see if this is also a real one, yeah. But does it have a signature? It doesn't have a signature, and that's quite interesting to me. She stabbed a knife right into her heart. Wow. She's crying on this picture, on this painting.
Yeah, very sad piece.
Gilded framing is also so beautiful. Yeah, sad piece, exactly. Hey, is this real? No, this is just a fresco.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know the Spanish did that so much.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I've also not explored too many Spanish places, I must say.
Oh.
Whoa.
What is this long thing laying on top? Did you see this? This big arrow?
Yeah, I was looking at something else, but that's also very interesting.
This is supposed to be the tip of the arrow. This here.
What is it? Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know what it is.
I think you put these tips in, right? This one.
Oh, yeah, it's like a spear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking at the dragon here.
Oh, you're right.
But hey, look above that, look. There's a complete crest that we're missing.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, completely wooden carved crest. With the castle on there, dragon on there. Quite insane.
Dragon fighting a dog and a man or something?
I love these mythical times back in.
Yeah.
That's so good. Fake fireplace, or yeah, fake as in
It's a-
painted.
I would say fake fireplace.
Yeah, I would say so too, yeah. And then those chairs underneath it, they are director's chairs, you could call them. And they also have the crests in there of the family.
Yeah,
This
different
looks like,
crests.
this is exactly the one that we see downstairs. These chairs are also so awesome. I think this floor is getting very weak at this point.
Yeah, let's not walk on the where it leaks.
I should not stand there, but I did want to point out this incredible chandelier here.
Cut glass also.
Yeah. Wow. It is a masterpiece, and it has no electricity.
Yeah.
This one
Well,
is
no, it has. I see some light bulbs in there.
oh, a few up there, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest is candles.
Yes,
That's such a good contrast, I think.
I think so too.
Still keep the old, but embrace the new. Okay. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, whoa.
That's a very Spanish one, to my opinion.
Oh, right.
From all the ones that I've seen so far. It's like with pearls in there. Wow. Interesting piece.
Is it because of the beads that you say that it's Spanish? Or?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of chandeliers like this in Spain with all the beads.
Ah, right.
Yeah. And then with the Portugal was with the cylindrical.
Yeah, I love those ones.
This one is quite incredible as well. It's a
Certainly. Walk around the table.
military figure,
Yeah,
but what I really like is that he has a castle on his collar.
right. Well, this might be the person that earned the family its helmet on its crest.
Yeah,
Who knows?
he might be like a legendary fighter in battles back in the time.
Yeah.
This is such a wonderful painting. See, sometimes they have some things on the back. This one doesn't.
No, but if you can keep it down for a bit, we can talk about this mirror.
Oh yeah, the gilded mirror. Like this is such wonderful gilding done. And this is more of an Italian thing than a Spanish thing.
Oh, really?
You know, because I've seen all these, in Italy, all these big mirrors with leaves completely covered in burnished gold plating. Like this. Okay, we put our beloved man slowly back.
Yes.
And let's look over here. Yes, we have another
Another
painting.
religious piece.
Yeah.
Oh, I found out what the arrows are for.
Oh,
to hold up the.
the curtains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Oh, and that's also the other parts that are above the fireplace, the heads.
Oh, so this is actually just the curtain holder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really
I
cool.
think you would actually call this, I think, an overdoor.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if this applies to curtains as well, but I think it's an overdoor. Lovely side table, and this corner over here is also quite interesting. The
Marble
pieces
top table.
like a little dog as footrest. Wow. These are some incredible pieces of furniture. I think we can also just have a look in here.
Yeah, let's have a quick peek. There was some interesting things here.
We have to be careful though, because the neighbors can see throughout the garden here. And it has some incredible carpets over here with the eagles again and a family crest. Also this bench over to this side. Have you seen it? It also has a V and a crest and a crown on
Yeah,
top.
this chair is matching.
That chair has a crown on top
Yeah.
here. No way. These people were incredibly rich and royal.
Yeah.
They were upper class society.
Oh, what's this?
A large portrait, I think, from a school back in the time.
Oh.
And then here we have an amazing grandfather's clock. And even this one has a crown in the top.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. They really wanted to show that they were noble.
Yeah.
Wow. Can keep looking at it.
Yeah. It's
There's
so beautiful.
one ladder part over there that we still have to show. And the master bedroom, stick around for that because it's something. It's so good.
It's very extravagant.
Yes, over the top.
Yes, but very beautiful in craftsmanship. And
Hey, a quick plug before we go in the room. Definitely, hey, if you want to help us support us and help us document these places, check out the Bros of Decay merchandise. The link is in the description. This is the best way to support the channel and help us make these documentaries. And now let's show you this room. This is the outer right wing of the palace. And I think it's yet again a dining room. I feel like in these massive palaces, you have a lot of the same rooms
yeah.
with the same purposes.
Yeah, same purpose, but different execution.
Yeah. We have a lovely piano. It's Chassagne.
Yeah.
Chassagne Frères. Oh, I filmed the castle in France. It's the most famous video that we have on the channel, and it's the Chassagne castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll link it up in the corner for everybody to watch. It's a beautiful piano though.
Are these ivory?
No, yeah, they don't really work. Yeah, they look like they're
They
ivory.
look like ivory, yeah.
Wow, it still looks amazing. Oh, very well kept.
Wow.
And then above there, I think a lady that used to live here in the family. Probably an important figure as well. Everywhere in this room you can relax and chill out. And then in the center they would have a big table. Yeah, that's how they would do it. This reads over here that there was a short circuit in the building.
Yeah.
So no power.
No electricity.
Yeah, that's maybe a good thing.
Let's point out the ceiling for it.
Yeah. Lovely colorful fresco over there representing a flower.
It looks a bit Art Nouveau,
Yeah,
right?
you're right about that.
I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, probably not, but
The ceiling in some parts is really well and some parts is super decayed. Example over here, it's almost gone.
yeah.
That's gonna take some time to restore and probably, again, will never be done. A couple more paintings here on the wall.
Yes, and this piece is also very interesting because this is the same person that we found the black and white picture of, right?
Yeah, and the other room at the beginning of the house.
Yes.
And this one is way bigger.
It's a beautiful portrait.
He seems like he has lived in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Maybe, no, 20th century. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, 20th century.
20th century, yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
He looks like a religious figure. Probably a monk. Oh, look.
Yes, did you see the crest over here?
That's an awesome piece of furniture with the crest of the family completely engraved in there.
Beautiful.
Oh, it doesn't open up. But this is a combination secretary desk with an upper piece above here. Oh, really interesting. Oh, squeaky. Wow, that dark wood is also so beautiful. Oh, a lot of books and papers and everything in here. Okay, let's close this up.
I do want to point out the side table here. Did you see this?
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
there's like these axes on there.
Yeah, halberds.
Halberds. And this is the weapons man behind the camera. I'm like, axes, halberds,
Yeah,
sir.
halberds have axes, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, the extravagant bedroom. Go inside to this one. My God.
Wow.
When I saw a picture of this one, we knew we had to come to this place and explore it. Because this is quite something. Oh.
I can imagine like calmly sleeping here.
No, there's no calm sleeping in this room. I think when you wake up, you get, oh yeah, my own bedroom. Let's have a closer look at some of them.
Yes.
Not all of them, but just have a look. They are craftsmanship. Wow. It's like a knight going to see the villagers, the ladies in town. And this is painted in 1834, it says over here.
Sure, that's right.
Yeah.
When was this building built again?
1730. So it could be right.
It could be right.
200-year-old paintings. Probably had a touch-up throughout the years. But
They still look amazing.
yeah, still look all in very good shape. Wow,
Yeah, the scallop.
that is awesome. That's their family symbol.
Well, if you add it to your crest, it has something to do with faith.
Faith
right?
and religion, yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely very religious people, so yeah, could have been. Oh wow, and even here on the privacy screen they have the family crest embroidered in there. Wow.
Yeah.
Couple more depictions. I'm looking if it tells some sort of a story, look. But I'm not sure because
This looks like Don Quixote.
but this is Don Quixote.
In this abandoned palace bedroom, the walls themselves tell a story. Painted across the panels are scenes from the life of Don Quixote, Spain's most famous knight who never truly was. Written by Miguel de Cervantes in the early 1600s, his tale follows an aging nobleman who, after reading too many books of chivalry, set out to revive the lost age of knighthood. He mistook windmills for giants, peasant girls for princesses, and inns for enchanted castles. By his side rode Sancho Panza, his loyal but skeptical squire. Together they became symbols of hope and folly, of courage blurred with delusion. But why place this story here, in the privacy of their bedroom? By the 18th and 19th centuries, Don Quixote was seen across Spain as more than just a novel. He had become a national symbol of resilience and imagination. For this family, the paintings were likely a reflection of their cultural pride and their own ideals. They were a daily reminder of bravery, of cleverness, and of the blurred line between reality and ambition. Today, as the plaster falls and the colors lose their brightness, Don Quixote still remains on these walls, a fading guardian of the values and dreams that once defined the people who lived here.
Yes, too much stimulation.
No, I mean the story of Don Quixote.
Oh, the story of Don Quixote.
Yeah, of the knight that fights windmills and he thinks it's dragons and it has this.
Oh, but you see, it's the same knight coming back and back again everywhere.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a story tied to it. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Yes. We might even go the wrong way with the story.
Yeah. There's another one. Here he is blinded, look.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
blindfolded.
Maybe ostracized or something.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Don Quixote. Look, they're acting like they're the dragon.
Oh.
And it is Don Quixote, I believe.
Yeah, because they have also the bellow in the hand
Yeah.
and the blowing air on him.
Yeah, they're fooling him into thinking he's fighting the dragon. I'm pretty sure it must be that, right?
Yes. I don't know the story of Don Quixote, but I'm definitely going to do some research when I get home. Look at that, here's fighting a lion or something. Whoa. Oh, this is so cool. The full story in your bedroom. Yeah.
Wow.
One more thing I think I want to point out in this room is definitely the size of the bed. It's so incredibly small.
Yeah.
You would not even fit like halfway in there.
No, I wouldn't fit, no.
Yeah.
But
Lucas had some trouble sleeping here in Portugal and Spain.
yeah.
His legs
But
take
also
over the bed.
Japan and
Yeah.
France and
Everywhere. This is a awesome baby crib.
right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I think it would have even been more extravagant back in the time.
Yeah.
It's now a little bit decayed.
So this piece here is missing here.
Oh yeah, there was a little flower up there as well. Yeah. I think we gave a wonderful tour throughout this house. I want to get out of here, but I'm happy to have filmed it. Look,
It's
thank you.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome. And thank you for coming with me. And thank you all for being here with us and watching this video. We see you next week in another amazing episode. Bye bye.